first time I'm having an affair with a married man on screen. It was interesting.
It's always the first time.
Yeah, only the first time for a lot of things.
Have you enjoyed it? Huh?
It's my first movie, you know. He's my senior.
She gets violent.
Yeah. What rubbish.
Senior on screen. I'm actually younger than her.
That you look younger than you are.
I'm really younger.
Please.
No, that's what I think. You look younger than you are.
Okay, okay. Let him be happy.
18 till I die.
Be happy.
Your next film is with Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes.
So, have you ever been starstruck when you were working with these guys? Hi, this is Gaurang from ZoomTV.com and I have with me Emraan, Hashmi and Vedhika. They are coming with a fantastic suspense thriller, The Body. The movie is releasing on December 13th, so let's talk to them about the film. Hello, welcome to Zoom TV.
Hi.
I really loved the trailer. I'm sure everyone did love the trailer. And suspense thrillers, the thing with these kind of movies is I want to know about it, but I don't want to know about it. So what can you tell me about it without telling me anything about it?
Yeah, we've been told to not reveal beyond stuff that's been mentioned in the trailer. So I'll try to be delicate with this. So it's what it is in the trailer. I'll just repeat it for people who have not seen it. It's a body that goes missing one night, and there's an investigating from a morgue, and there's an investigating officer who comes on the scene, and this very unusual, one-of-a-kind case. He starts investigating, and generally in cases like this, the first suspect is or suspects are people who are close to the deceased. So therein comes my character Ajay, who's married to this lady, to Maya, and there are a lot of questions that kind of open up. That has he done it? Was he responsible for the death? Is he responsible for making the body vanish? Why would he do that? Is the body a body? Is it a ghost? And there's one woman who is his only point of contact out of that morgue because the investigating officer has called for a complete lockdown of the morgue. Is her character, Ritu. So yeah, it's a story of one night. And when I saw the original, I realized that I felt I knew a lot about thrillers and about the guesswork that goes into it. But the way the original director had weaved in the narrative, the story, and the thrills, it was unlike anything I had seen. So that's why I gave a nod to this.
So what about you? Like he said, he couldn't guess. Did you guess what's going to happen?
Actually, the first time I just read the script directly and I really couldn't guess. And it took me by surprise. And it's definitely a masterpiece of a script. And the audience, I think, will just keep guessing and guessing. And, it'll keep them involved in the movie. And with every scene, they're going to try their hand at figuring the film out and the characters out. But yeah, it's a foolproof sort of script, and I'm sure they'll love it. And he's already given away a lot.
No, I've given away what's there in the promo, yaar. I'm not giving anything more than
I
that.
didn't get anything.
That's exactly what is in the promo.
The original was directed, the same director who directed Invisible Guest, which
Guest,
was
yeah.
the remake of Badla.
Yeah.
And I watched that movie a couple of years back. And then I got to know that Badla is going to be there.
Yeah.
And then I got to know that Body is also going to be.
But Body isn't there. You can't get it very easily.
No, it's there on the OTT.
No, it's not. You won't get it.
I was
You must have seen it somewhere else.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not there on OTT. That's what we. The first question I asked was, is it available on any of these platforms? It's a little tough to get.
That's what the thing is. I was planning to watch it. Then I got to know last year that you guys are making. I said,
yeah.
That's great.
Might as well not see it,
I have to enjoy the movie because with Badla, I didn't know whether I liked it.
Yeah.
Or because
you
I
had seen the
already
original, you knew which way it was headed. Someone actually ruined the film for me before I saw Badla. I had not seen Invisible Guest, so I straight away went and saw Badla. So they told me about the climax, about what really happens, and it's just, I don't know, some weirdos do that.
It's the same producer as your entertainment that's making this film.
So in your last film, Why Cheat India, there is a scene in the theater where you ruin Gupt for a movie watcher.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
I remember watching that.
So he ruins.
And considering someone just ruined Gupt for everyone.
Yeah, we just spoke about Gupt.
Like I did it in the film and she did it in an interview.
Yeah.
So like you said, someone ruined Badla for you. If you're watching Body and someone ruins it for you, how would you react?
I'll kill the person. I've had another film that has been ruined for me, and that is Sixth Sense.
Okay.
I was watching it in Sterling, college days, and there's a guy. I remember how it turned out. The lights went off, and there's a man who went running from the right exit door to the left exit door. He came running. He stood in the middle. He shouted,
Oh my
"Bruce Willis is the
God.
ghost," and he ran there.
Thank you. I haven't watched Six Sense.
That's okay.
Thank you.
So I wanted to kill that guy, but I was at the last row. I would have gone and strangulated him.
Can I
But
kill you?
can't Again.
But it's been 20 years, I think now.
I thought you must have seen it.
Yeah.
No, because I'm like, I get scared of
something
horror.
like
Then you
this
won't
happened
see
with
it
you.
yet. Right now. I just ruined it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And she is
This
taking it
happened
quite
right now.
nicely. But
Yeah.
how would you react
No,
otherwise?
it's on camera, right?
Okay.
That's why. So
She's being civil right now.
yeah,
Otherwise, she
very
would have
civil.
broken this table
It's my
on
first
head.
movie, you know. He's my senior.
She gets
and all.
violent.
Yeah. What rubbish.
Senior on screen. I'm actually younger than her.
That you look younger
I'm
than you
really,
yourself.
I'm really younger.
Please.
No, that's what I think. You look younger than you are.
Okay,
younger.
let him be happy.
18 till I die.
Be happy. Be happy. Calm down.
Similarly, Avengers Endgame was ruined for people are going inside and somebody ruined that.
Exactly.
So and so
That's
character
why
dies
people do
and
that.
then security as well as those people started beating that
It's
person up.
terrible. It's terrible.
So that was interesting. How did you get this offer? How did you come on board?
Actually, my producer, he's had a word with my director Jeetu Joseph, and Jeetu Joseph had already seen my work in the South, and luckily he thought I fit the role. And he had seen my films with Prithvi Raj, James and Alice, and a couple of Malayalam films that I did. And they were looking for a girl to play a college girl, and somebody who looks a girl next door, and to have an affair with a married man. So yeah, this is the first time I'm having an affair with a married man on screen. It was interesting.
It's always the first time.
Yeah, only the first time for a lot of things.
Have you enjoyed it? Huh? It's, I have been doing this. I've made a career out of this, these kind of sinful things. I do all the wrong things. I should
So
do
there's
something-
hope for me
I
as
should
well.
actually go on the other side that you have been on. Do something really squeaky clean. Don't do anything wrong.
Where someone wrongs you rather than you wronging.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for a script, but no one comes with these kind of scripts to me.
Interesting that you said it because your Mumbai Saga co-star John, he was
Yeah.
recently interviewed. He was asked about doing all sorts of patriotic movies, and he said that I get offered those kind of scripts. It's not that I go and कि मेरे को ये picture बनानी है. मेरे को वो scripts मिलती हैं.
Yeah.
So is it the same like with you that you get these kind of offers?
Yeah, I mean...
Because I haven't seen you doing comedy for a longest
Yeah,
time.
but people might see him be a patriot, and for me it would be like a guy who breaks homes, who ruins relationships, who infidelity. These are the things that come to people's mind when they see my face.
I don't
And
know, but
I'm actually a very nice
convincing-
guy.
yeah,
But
I'm
I
a nice
think
guy.
he'll be fab with comedy.
I'm a very
because-
nice guy. People don't believe that.
No,
But
I
I
believe
am,
that
yeah.
because he's really.
So
No,
it's
after working
Yeah.
with him before, when you were offered
the worst things.
What rubbish?
She felt the worst
Never.
things. She assumed the worst things
No, I didn't assume anything.
about me. Don't lie.
No, I'm not
No.
lying. I just didn't know the kind of person he would be. And when I met him,
No,
I
but
just,
there's always a perception, right? Through the roles that someone
yeah,
does.
the perception
There's a
usually through the
perception.
roles.
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit
Like,
like
you might be a bit of a loose
because I'd seen
loose
Avara
character.
Pan, so I was like, maybe he's that,
Yeah, loose
very
character.
Sufi kind of
Avara
so-
type of a person.
Yes. She didn't see me with that in the first day of shoot. Okay, looks like a normal person.
But I was pleasantly surprised. Like his sense of humor is great. So it keeps the ambience on the set like very light. And just from the point I met him at the airport was the first time when we met. I just felt this guy is really nice. I didn't expect for him to make me feel so comfortable. So it's just that his aura is like very pleasant and very humble. Doesn't have any airy
Looks
tantrums and
semi-deceptive.
stuff. But
Yeah.
I've known you for a while
Yeah.
now, so.
Thank you so much.
And he's gyani, okay? Like he'll give you a lot of gyan. Like
Like
he
a
just needs
know-it-all.
people to listen to him speak about
I'm
like a particular topic.
Google without the Google.
Talking about suspense thrillers, especially in the age of social media, it's very easy to ruin a film for others.
Yeah. I know that's going to happen. But people who want to watch a film and enjoy it for what it is, they won't really go and look for answers or have someone spoil it for them. You won't even go and read reviews which state
Exactly.
it's a spoiler alert. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Talash was ruined for me the first day,
Oh,
first show.
Yeah.
I love
Someone
that movie.
just came. I was in college.
Don't say it. I've not seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen?
No.
You
Okay.
haven't? It's really nice.
You can now take the revenge.
No, it's
You can
okay.
revenge.
It's all
She's
right.
not like me. She's a nice person.
Yeah, very.
So was success of Badla reassuring? Ki, okay, people are still going to watch a thriller or suspense thriller, despite knowing.
Not a success of a particular film. It's just that it's reassuring that good content works. And see, there's no rule that, okay, if a particular thriller has worked, then now all the thrillers will work. So it's not reassuring in the sense, but at the same time, yeah, it's great that Badla was a film with great content. Like the other films that have been, like Andhadhun also had great content. So that's reassuring that the audience still has those taste buds intact and they want to see something good.
Andhadhun was the kind of character which I could clearly see.
Yeah, a lot of people have told me that. Yeah, a lot of people told me that.
The vibe that character carried.
Yeah.
So,
Part 2 maybe.
Maybe. I don't think there's a part 2.
No, there should be actually.
They can. So, Jeetu Joseph, I have seen the original Malayalam Drishyam before I watched the Hindi Drishyam, and it was fantastic. The Hindi one was great as well. So, what was your was he the one who offered you this film, or did he come up?
No, this is the first time I saw the film was when Sunir gave it to me, the producer. Then Jeetu stepped in. We got the director on board, and he, I think, was a great fit for it because he had directed Drishyam. He understands the genre. That's how we got him in.
So were you aware of his filmography?
No, I'd seen Drishyam. I'd seen the original one. I've still not seen the Hindi one.
Okay.
But I saw that, and I remember, it was just the medium and the way the director handled it. The subject was fantastic.
So what about you? Because you have worked in Malayalam films as well. So there is a separate, fan base or a separate, he's known. He's a known filmmaker down south. So what about you?
Yeah, I've myself done like about 4 Malayalam movies, and I obviously knew about Jeetu Joseph sir. And I mean, he's a celebrated director who has tasted huge success with thrillers. So it was great to know that, he's again doing a film in the genre that he specializes in. So it's like hand in glove.
Talking about box office, when you started, especially with the second film, Wonder, you had back-to-back successes, especially for the first decade of your career.
Yeah.
Then you decided, to do away with all those films, and you did all those experiments with Shanghai and those kind of films. So, but the box office wasn't as much as which was with your previous films. So, did you at any point think maybe even with Why Cheat India, it received fairly decent reviews, but at box office it didn't do that well. So what was your mindset like, or your thought process like?
It definitely is very taxing because for any actor, even though a lot of actors say they are disconnected and you have to be a little disconnected, but at the same time it does take a toll because you invest so much of time. It takes a lot of time to make a film, from its conception ultimately to its release. So it's just that you don't feel in any way that validation is not there when you select a subject. But I think you got to take it in your stride. I believe as an actor, if you're trying something new and you're trying to break an image and trying to do something different as far as, it is like swimming against the tide. Exactly. The odds are stacked up against you because everyone wants you to do a particular kind of film. But there are only a handful of scripts in that zone. So by default as an actor, I have to try myself, try out different subjects in different genres and just run the risk of that failure. But ultimately, the audience sees it for what it is and they will come around. So, it was very important. Like making a film like Cheat India also was a great learning experience. As a producer, as an actor, I realized the things that we did right with that film, some things that we didn't do well with that film. And that's why I didn't work with the box office. So,
the twist in the second half was something I did not see.
That was there. But I guess a lot of people said that they didn't really, connect with the emotions in it. And there's one perception in our country that you can't really have a hero who's also a villain.
Exactly.
You didn't know what to feel for Rakesh at the end of the film. This works in the West. And this was a big learning for me. You can't have a duality in character over here in India.
You still have black and white.
Yeah, you have black and white. Either make him the hero.
They're interesting.
Yeah, but the thing is, we are all like this, but we as a culture don't view ourselves like this.
We need our heroes.
Yeah, we need our heroes on screen. We need to idolize them. You can't say that, okay, he's done this and you have to forgive him. He was responsible for a death in the film, and then after that you say that he moves on, he goes to, greener pastures, but people don't accept that.
So both of you are working with a legend like Rishi Kapoor in the film. So in your career, like your next film is with Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes.
So have you ever been starstruck when, especially when working with these legends?
I don't, not starstruck, but I've definitely,
nervous, so to say.
I've been not really nervous. No, no. I mean, not that I don't get nervous. I think every film comes with its own set of butterflies in your stomach because you're trying to give it your best. So every film comes with that, but never been about working with a particular person per se. But yeah, they're both legends. I've watched both their films growing up. What I really loved about these two actors was how effortless they made the scenes look on screen. So Rishi ji, Amit ji, and also another person is Dilip Kumar, someone who didn't look like they were acting on screen. So working with him again was like seeing him perform and doing those scenes with him was quite a learning experience. And it's a very different process. He learns the lines on set and does it right there, right then. I generally prep and come. But it was still a great learning experience, very professional.
So how was your perception change about him? Like I'm sure you must have heard things about Rishi Kapoor.
Yeah, no, my perception is based on his tweets and how
He's
he
like
is.
out there.
He's what's on his heart is on his tongue. He just will he makes
love people like that.
no bones about if he doesn't like someone, he'll say it to your face. I like people like that. I get along with people like that. There's no bit of fakeness in that, and I'm more comfortable. I'm not comfortable with the saints who pretend to be saints and who try to be squeaky clean.
Don't point your
Because
finger at me.
no one is a saint. No one is a saint. Everyone is a devil somewhere deep down inside. So yeah.
So what about you? Same question for Rishi.
I was really happy that my debut film is going to have a legendary actor like Rishi Kapoor sir. Although I don't have combination scenes in the movie, but we were shooting on like similar days. Like we'd have different call times and stuff. But there was a holiday, one of the days, and he took us all out for lunch. With Emraan and with our director and a couple of other people. So we had a great time, and I love Chinese, and I think he's also a huge fan of Chinese, and he took us to this beautiful restaurant in Mauritius, and I was craving Chinese by then. So it was
she ate so much food that by the end of it, he regretted getting her there. It's like this woman
It was
eats a
not
lot.
so bad, okay?
She eats so much.
I do eat a lot.
Well, that's great. It's good to be a foodie.
Yes. Sir.
So, we are all going to watch the Body on December 13th. But lastly, if you have to, before December 13th, people have to watch. You have to recommend people about your favorite suspense thrillers in Hindi or English. Which one would that be?
I think Gone Girl would be one. Any of the Hitchcock films.
Yeah,
I think he was a master of weaving a thriller narrative. He's good. I like this film called Prisoners.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Hugh Jackman and Jake.
Yeah.
That's
a nice one.
And anything in Hindi?
Andhadhun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But right now they should only think about watching
only
The
this,
Body.
Body.
And about you, any movie in particular?
In English, a film that I have been mesmerized for years has been Shutter Island.
Okay.
Just Martin
I
Scorsese,
kinda guessed it halfway
through
Leonardo.
what the hell
No,
was
listen,
going on.
I'm like not as
I kinda
great
guessed that
as
halfway
you.
through. Okay.
But I love Leonardo and I love Martin Scorsese and just the whole music, the background score.
Everything.
Yeah, everything was great, And other than that, in Hindi, they should only,
The Body.
book your
December
tickets
13th.
closer,
Thank
to
you
the
so much.
time.
It was really great chatting with you. Do watch The Body on December 30th. Thank you.